welcome back to my channel. Alex here. I am so excited that you guys decided to join me today for today's video. If you've never seen these big old cheeks before, then do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Today's video is sponsored by MŌDA brushes. You guys know I have been a huge fan of MŌDA brushes for a really long time. I've been using them forever, so I'm super excited that they decided to sponsor this video for today. And today's video is also a giveaway. I'm going to be using the 13-piece MŌDA Pro brush set, and I'm going to give the opportunity for one of you guys to take one home as well. I've got yours right here. It's packaged, ready to go. I just have to drop it in a box and get it to you, but I'll have all of the giveaway rules and everything that you need to do in order to have a chance to win down in the description box. So just make sure to definitely watch this video. And I'm so excited for today's video, guys. I cannot even stress it enough. I've been using the Pro line for over a year now, and it's one of my favorite brushes from MŌDA. It's actually my favorite set from MŌDA because it gives one a chance, especially if you're an up-and-coming makeup artist, if you're just starting out. It's a good way to have some professional looking brushes that actually get the job done, because there's nothing worse than having brushes that look professional and then they start falling apart on you, during a job, and that's not cool. And even if you don't want to use them for professional services or anything like that, I think they're great to have at home on your vanity. They have a beautiful handle right here. It's actually quilted, it's soft, so as you're working, if you have arthritis, or if you have finger issues, your hands hurt or something, like the regular ferrule hurts your hands, and this is so comfortable. The sleek black ferrule on here is beautiful. It tells you what brush it is. I just love the innovation behind these brushes, and they're just really good to use, guys, and they're my favorite. So I'm just happy that I'm able to give you guys a chance to win a set of these MŌDA Pro brushes so that you can experience them for yourself as well. I also have a coupon code for you guys. I always have this coupon code, but I do want to stress that I do have it so you guys can get, I believe it's 20% off your order. It doesn't matter what you get from MŌDA brushes. All right, so I'll have that linked. I'll put it here so you guys can see what it is, and then I'll put it down in the description box so you guys can go ahead and get shopping. They have a ton of different brush styles for everybody, any style. If you like colors, if you like different like glitters and crackles and all kinds of things. So yeah, MŌDA brushes has it for you. They're affordable and they're right there with you for everything that you need for your makeup slay day. So if you want to see how I achieved this look using my 13-piece set MŌDA Pro brushes, then do go ahead and keep on watching, and I'll see you on the next slide.
Driving round with my baby, top drops and raindrops, motion got me all faded, my heart got me going all crazy, and I won't be walking away.
Okay, so brows are on, head scarf's on, so it's on and popping. So I'm going to be using the ultra fine brow pencil. That's what I used on my brows today, and just some concealer under there to clean them up. But I'm so excited to get into this set, you guys. This is the 13-piece MŌDA Pro brush wrap. There's every single brush you would ever need to do your face in there from the Pro line. Now, you guys know MŌDA has a ton of brushes, but to me, the Pro line is the best. A lot of times these brushes, the Pro line brushes, are multifunctional, multi-use. So I can do a whole lot with these, not just what it says that it's for. So don't ever think that just because a brush says that it's supposed to do one thing, that's the only thing that it can do. Just go ahead and experiment, guys. The first color I want to go ahead and use is Max Saddle. It's right here. It's like a mid-tone brown. Everybody should definitely have it in their arsenal of makeup. So I'm just going to go ahead and slap that right in my crease using the exact same brush that I used earlier. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, don't just think because a brush says it's for one thing that it can only be used for that one thing. No. I'm going to go in with a redder brown. This is Swiss chocolate. You guys know I love some Swiss chocolate. Like, I could wear that on its own all day, every day, and I feel no way about it. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to concentrate this a little bit lower than where I had Saddle. So that's what I'm going to do with Swiss chocolate. So I'm going to put it on the outer area and then just come a little bit lower than where I had Saddle. I just want to make a really nice gradient with these browns. Because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go in with a darker brown. What I'm going to do with Embark is I'm going to put Embark right on the outside. Same brush. I have not changed brushes yet. Change brushes when you think it is absolutely necessary to do so. But I'm just going to throw Embark right on the outside and just sweep up. Embark doesn't need to go any further than that. I like Embark right there, right on the outside, so we can get as much definition as we need to. Now that what I like to call our base browns are down, like you can see them just gradient their way up, I want to add a purple, but it's darker purple, and it's a color, I believe it's limited edition. It's called Hidden Motive by MAC, and I'm going to be using the MŌDA Pro BMX 466. This is the shader brush, and it's a fluffier brush, and that's okay because while I want to pack this color on, I still want to blend it into my base browns. So I'm just going to pick up a bunch of that on the brush, and I'm going to go ahead and pack this on right on my lid. And this is going to go all over my lid, actually.
Never get old.
I find that because I put my base browns down first, it makes it a whole lot easier to blend in your lid color. Because those browns act as your transition shades, and they make sure that you have all of the base layers on first before you put on like your main event, your main color. So what I'm gonna do is move on to I think I wanna move on to my complexion, guys. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm really excited because I get to use my favorite brush. This is my favorite brush from MŌDA, you guys. This is their buffer brush. This is the BMX 180. It is a beautiful buffer brush. It's not the standard flat top kabuki that everyone has. It's more of a rounded kabuki right here, and the filaments in this are really, really soft, and they really get the job done. And they don't scratch your face. They just move the product around and blend it out seamlessly. So I'm going to be using the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage foundation. I'm just going to go ahead and get my complexion going because I'm ready to see this look come to life. As you can see, it just gets the job done. No long talking. It just does what it's supposed to do, which is blend out your foundation. You don't have to think about this. You don't have to, coax it. You don't have to put any oil on your face. You don't have to do any of that. It just makes sure to do its job, get it done, and just feel like a cloud, like a dream on the skin. So for concealer today, I'm going to be using this one right here from CoverGirl. This is the True Blend Undercover Concealer. And we are going to conceal stuff. Now what I want to do with this too, I want to use one of their concealer brushes. They have a small one. This is the Conceal BMX 225. They also have one called Glow. I'm interested in this because I believe it's for your highlight, and that's cool. But this concealer, I don't know. You could probably use the Glow for your concealer if you wanted to because it's flat. I'm really interested in that because this little concealer brush, I think this is more for like detail work, right? Like down the bridge of your nose kind of work, because it's flat and it does have like a tip. It's really good to get in there and get your nose work done. So I like that bit about it. As you can see there, really, it's flat enough that it blends stuff out, but it might take a little more time to get that under eye done, right? So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Glow brush. I want to see how this blends out. Ooh. Okay. I like how flat it is. That's why I said let me try it for concealer. And so far so good. It's very, very flat. So if I need to make that line, the crisp line right here, I can definitely do that with this brush. Again, if you want to know the name of it, it's the BMX 265. This is their glow brush, but Alex is using it to blend out her concealer today because I'm curious. I like to know that my brushes are multi-use, and for this being a MŌDA Pro line, you want to know that even if you get this as a regular person, or if you get it as a professional, as someone, you know, starting out in the makeup industry, that your brushes are multifunctional. You don't want to just walk in to a client and be like, oh, I don't have this particular brush, so I can't do the job. You want to know that, hey, if I have just this one brush or just these 3 brushes, I can make this work and I can have this done today. So I am really happy so far with what this glow brush is able to do outside of what it says it can do. So I'm just literally just tapping in the product. And like I said, because it's flat, it's getting it done. Wow. Good job with this one, MŌDA. I'm super impressed. Just taking short patting motions, I can get this concealer blended out in no time. Whereas the smaller concealer brush definitely would work great for more detail work that you might have with concealing, or like I said, just getting the nose work done. You can do that, but around the eye is a little bit more area to work with, and you'd be there all day with the little brush. So I'm glad that this glow brush is able to get it done and make my sharp lines that I need. So this is so fun. I'm so glad. And this brush is super soft too, so you don't have to worry about it scratching up your eye area either. It's very, very soft. I like that. So to sweep away all of my RCMA powder, I just used the BMX. This is their flat powder brush. This is the BMX 175. Very, very innovative brush. It's a flat powdering brush, so it's not that dome, the usual shape that we're used to. It's flat, so you can get really in there and press powder into the skin. So I'm going to actually go ahead and do that, setting the rest of my face with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder with this BMX 175 brush. I'm just taking what's in the cover and moving it around, because this powder plays no games. And you just literally need the flat part of it. And just press the powder into the skin. I think that's the best way to set the foundation without disturbing it. You literally just press it into the skin. So we're all powdered down, but I want to go ahead and bronze up this face. So I'm going to be using the MŌDA Pro Sculpt. This is the BMX 245. Yep, 245. And I'm going to be using a Sculpt color from Makeup Forever. This one I would prefer to use with maybe a liquid color, but I'm going to be using, see how it, you know, plays well with powders as well. So I'm going to stamp it. Since it's a denser brush, I want to stamp it first and then blend up. The closer you are to the ferrule, the more pressure you're applying. The further away you are on the ferrule, then you're slackening up that pressure, if that makes sense. So I'm all the way over here on my brush handle, and I'm just pressing in the powder, and then I'm just going up. So I'm making that chisel happen. You can probably see the difference between my cheeks. As far as nose contour goes, I'm gonna grab the detailing brush. This is the BMX 420. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of nose contour, nothing too much because the brush is a little bit small. I don't want it to have that much detail, but I just want a little bit of definition because we added that definition earlier on our cheekbones. So I just want to add some more definition here. So I want to add a little bit of color in my waterline. I'm going to be using this particular eyeliner pencil from Makeup Forever. This is the Aqua XL pencil in I-90. I meaning, I think, iridescent, I believe, in terms of why it's an I. But I'm going to go ahead and add that to my waterline. I just wanted a pop of purple in there. So it'd be really purpley, right? So that purple is in my waterline, and I'm going to go back into that detail brush, and I'm going to take, I want to take Saddle, and I want to take the darker purple color that I laid down earlier. And I'm going to put that on my lower lash line just so we can balance out all of this color that we have going on. So I'm going to put Saddle down first. And then I'm going to go ahead and with Swiss Chocolate. Detail brush that I used earlier. Just going in and adding some balance to this lower lash line. I'm thinking of adding some blush. I might use this one here from Fit Me by Maybelline. This is the Berry Blush. And the brush I want to use is this one right here. This is the MŌDA Pro. This is the BMX 130 Pointed Blush brush. And I like the fact that it's pointed because it's going to give you some control. It's not round and fat. So you get a whole lot of control out of this. You could probably use this to bronze with as well. Like I said, you don't have to use, just because the brush says, hey, I'm for this, you don't have to use it for that. You can always use it for something else. I like that it's pointed because it's going to give me a lot more control when I'm adding my blush to these big old cheeks of mine. Because it's going to concentrate the color further down as opposed to hyping it up, if that makes sense. Because a lot of times I think the round blushes, blush brushes, you can, lose a little bit of that control, but with a pointed one, it's already pointed. So for me, especially when I do my figure eights to get my blush the way I want it, I'd start from here, the point ends here. So I already laid what I needed to lay down up here. Because my face is rounder, I prefer the most of my saturation to be up top. And having that pointed part of that brush really, really, really helps. So blush is on. I'm super excited. Okay, so now I need to add, I think I'm gonna add some lashes. And then I don't know what I want to do for glow yet, so I'm gonna add some lashes. Probably gonna be these ones from Ardell, the new extension FX lashes from Ardell. Been obsessed with these, by the way. So I'm probably gonna add those, and I'll be right back. I don't want too much of a glow per se, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a blush. This is Worldly Wealth. It's a powder blush by MAC, but it's more like it's like a shimmery blush. It has champagne color, so I'm going to be using the MŌDA Pro. This is the highlight brush. This is the BMX 150. And I'm just going to get that on the base of the highlighter and literally just dust where I usually would. Throw it where I usually would, my highlighter stuff. Because I really don't want this look to take away from what we've got going on at the eyes. So I just want to add a little bit of shine or sheen, however you want to add your glow. But I like this blush for something a little bit more subtle. Like if you don't want to go all out and say, hey, I'm wearing, highlighter, then I think a nice blush like this gets the job done. As you can see, just a little bit of glow, nothing serious. So I want to do lips. So for lips, I'm going to do, this is Max Plum, one of my favorite lip liners, by the way. And I wanted to line my lips. I could use Max Cork, but because we have a purple going on, I wanted to use something that was a little bit more purpley. because I want to do a nude lip at the same time. On top of that, I'm going to be using this lip gloss. Favorite nude lip gloss from MAC. This is Dangerous Curves. You can use a lipstick or liquid lip if you want. I prefer a gloss for this kind of look. I'm just going to marry the colors together. But I don't want to blend too much because I don't want to lose the dimension that I got from the liner. Yeah. That's perfect. So you see it gave me like a nudie, purpley, pinky, like it's a beautiful color. Like it's my own color that I made. So, all right, so those lips came out exactly how I wanted them to. But I do want to add something a little bit more. I'm going to be using the MŌDA Pro. This is the BMX Pointed Liner. I'm not going to use it for a liner. I'm going to be taking, this is Smoky Mauve. It's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish, not Skin Finish, Extra Dimension eyeshadow from MAC that's been around for a while. I've had this for a good bit, but I hardly ever used it. And I'm going to dig that liner in there. I'm really going to wake this up. And I'm going to add, I want a little bit of, you know, it's a little bit of shine, I guess. Just a little bit of detail right in here. I just want to make a bit of a difference right in my eye area. Just want to add, you know, just a little something. Something. Doesn't have to be glittery. But the Extra Dimensions, you know, eyeshadows always brought, you know, a bit of sparkle to a look. And that's what I want. You don't have to do this. You can definitely rock the look without doing any of this. I just wanted a little bit more than what I had going on. Because I don't have any liner or anything like that. I just want to add a little bit of fun. Definitely. I like that. That looks good. And the pointed brush, even though it's a liner, it gives me control, especially when I'm coming down to the lower lash line. It allows me to not overdo what I'm doing right now, which is adding just a little bit of pop, you know, in that inner eye area. Yeah, I'm obsessed. I love it. So let me know down in the comment section what you think about today's look. I love it. I think it's something that you can definitely wear, you know, going out. If you're a purple lover like me, then you'll definitely love rocking this look because you don't have to do a lot. It's just a few colors, a little bit of nude lips and blush, and you're good to go. And you'll definitely be doing an amazing job by using the MŌDA Pro. The MŌDA Pro brushes right here. As always, let me know down in the comment section what you thought about today's video. And don't forget to enter the giveaway. And I will see you guys in my next video really soon. Bye, loves.